And I became so immersed in the local culture that a certain amount of that just became me. I mean, you can't be negative where everybody's so positive. You know, you can't be angry where everybody's so happy. So all of that rubbed off on me. So whatever negativity I had way down inside that would come up naturally just doesn't come up naturally anymore.
Is it cool if I record you for the YouTube channel?
Whatever you want to do.
All right, well, welcome to the channel.
Well, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You don't have to call me sir, but I appreciate it. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name's Daryl. I have a channel also. It's x-pensive_expat.
So you're, and I don't want to mess this up, you're hold on, I'm going to mess it up. But I've seen you before on YouTube. You've got many great videos. We'll get to that later. But, so how old are you and where are you from?
I'm 70. I'm from San Diego.
Okay, 70.
And I've been here for 3 years, retired when I was 67. I ended up in the province, which wasn't my intention. And then I got in a car wreck. I had to pay off the car, so I was there for a while. By the time I paid off the car, I've been here about 1.5 years, and it was in the province, and I really didn't know any other people from the West that entire time. Mm-hmm. So I really adopted the local culture.
Yeah.
And then I started traveling as soon as I paid the car off, doing videos.
So you feel like, since you've been here, that you've adopted the local culture?
I think, yeah, more so than most, because I'm in the province, so I don't have any Western people that I hang out with. Okay. I mean, the Western influence was so far gone. Mm-hmm. I wasn't in America. I wasn't anywhere. I go to the market. All my friends are Filipino. I talked to maybe 3 guys in 1.5 years, and that was just kind of because we were standing in the market at line when I went into the city to the market.
So you're where are you at exactly in the Philippines?
Porac, Pampanga.
So that's like the province.
Yeah. It's outside of Angeles City.
So adapting here to the Philippines, was it easy for you?
No.
It wasn't.
No, it was frustrating because I made such if you're gonna come like an easy soft landing, you're gonna come to Dumaguete, or you're gonna go to Makati, or you're gonna go to someplace like that where there's plenty of Western influence around, and you're not just shocked into, it's like jumping in warm water instead of freezing in cold water.
Where's the first place that you arrived at? You're talking about that. I mean, where did you arrive at first?
Porac, Pampanga.
Pampanga.
Porac. I landed in the province,
okay.
And then I got stuck in the province for 1.5 years. I couldn't afford to leave because I was paying off this car. Mm-hmm. And then the first place I came to, the first month that I paid it off, was Dumaguete, and that's where I met pretty much everybody I know here now. So this is my 3rd trip here. I've been here a few days. I'll be here a few more.
Well, welcome to Dumaguete. You're not a stranger to it. I've never seen you before. It's really my pleasure, man, to meet you. So adapting to Filipino culture, you say that it wasn't easy for you.
No.
So,
I mean, I came here as a type A person. I had my plan. I was going to hit the ground running. I mean, I'm a business person all my life and self-made as it goes. And so when I got here, I had my plan. I was going to do this, this, and this, get a car, do all these things. Well, when that didn't happen, I'm waiting for a jeepney to come pick me up one day, for example. Uh-huh. And he was an hour late, and I was so upset because I had a schedule I wanted to keep that day. And finally I said, screw the guy. When he gets here, I'm going to say, no, I'm sorry. And then he will have wasted his time. And then about 5 minutes later, I realized, you know what, I don't have to do this today. And if I don't want to do it tomorrow, I can do it the next day. And that's when all of a sudden the ice broke, and I realized I didn't have to do any of these things because I was retired.
Yeah.
So that whole having to do things kind of went away. Mm-hmm. But it took a lot of frustration to get to the point where I finally said, hell with it.
So you feel like you're at a point now, you say you've been here for 3 years. Yeah. So you feel like so when did you hit that point in the journey of being here? I would say
it took me about 5 months to get to that point.
5 months.
5 months of kind of frustration of having to depend on everybody else or wait till them to show me how to get to a trike, and nobody's ever in a hurry, and I'm in a hurry. I want to go. I want to get there on time. And people don't understand that because that's not part of the thing,
Yeah.
It's very, very laid back, island time.
Yeah.
And that just went totally against everything that I've ever, goal-oriented person. I'm going to be here by 9. I'm going to have that done by 10. I'm going to be back. Blah, 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 blah. And
so we're Americans, right? We're used to looking at the clock.
we're used to getting stuff done.
Getting stuff done, but that requires you have to be on time. You have to look at the clock, right? You don't want to waste time.
The thing that people don't get is having that they're wasting your time when they're late. They're not trying to be rude. It just never occurs to them that that's a thing,
Yeah. So what advice, right? I mean, like, of course, everybody wants to know, right?
My biggest advice is
to watch your channel.
when you come here, don't be in a hurry to plant deep roots. Maybe when you come here, be in a hurry to go on vacation. And just come here to be on vacation.
Yeah.
So many people leave a life there. They sell a house, they do this, and they automatically got to buy a house, buy a car, and replace everything they sold before they got here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't have to do that. I was trying to figure out how to get a container of all my furniture and all the stuff I collected over my life. I'm glad I didn't get it. And it was very depressing for me. And I brought 5 boxes, and I only need 1 or 2 of them. I tell people, look, give away, sell, do whatever. You get down, maybe you got enough for 10 boxes. Get some bollock buy-in boxes and then just number them 1 through 10. Maybe a year or 6 months when you get a house and you want to send all the stuff to yourself, you'll know what you want. Probably if you pack 10 boxes, you're only going to want 2 or 3 of them. Mm-hmm. Just because you will have changed to the point that none of that stuff's important.
All right, look, I'm going to switch it up a little bit, right? It just popped in my head. I just met you. I don't really know you. You don't have to answer this question if you don't want, but I'm kind of curious. What made you even decide to come over here at the age of 67 from the United States? That's a big move, right?
I can tell you that I looked at my Social Security at 67 when I was retiring. I think it was like $1,700 a month.
Yeah.
And then I had to leave the house that I was in. Lease was up, all that kind of stuff. And a studio apartment was about $1,700 a month. So by the time I rented a studio, not in the good part of town, I would not have had enough money to pay the insurance on a car, or the bills, or the food, or anything else. I had a girl that I was in a relationship with long distance. She was supposed to go there. I never intended to come here. But the last few years, right up to that point, inflation had really started to kick off, especially in San Diego. So I decided to come here.
So it's the inflation. The inflation drove you out of
living.
Cost of living drove you out of the U.S. That leads me to another something that I'm in. I mean, do you plan on? Oh, there we go. It's time to leave, Daryl. You're missing your trip to.
Sorry, gotta go.
I'm sorry, man. I'll cover your charges. So anyway, though, I mean, do you love it here? I mean,
I do.
So you don't plan on leaving?
I'm going to go back. I'm as of the 18th. I have a grandson that's 2 months old.
Well, congratulations.
So I do plan to go back and visit him on a somewhat regular basis.
Yeah.
Once a year might be good. But other than that, other than seeing my son or my grandson, there's no reason to go back. I have nothing to go back to that I really miss that much. And the life that I've created here has replaced what I had there. And it's so different, and I'm such a much happier person as a result of the person I've become here. There, I would be struggling. I would be living in a van. I'd be a roommate with somebody, those kind of things. I have a nice little house. I'm building a guest house for people that want to come and visit. I mean, my son can come and stay in my guest house instead of me living in his guest house. And that's on average Social Security income. Average.
Yeah. It's really interesting that you say that you came to the Philippines and became a better person.
Yeah.
What do you attribute it? Do you attribute that to the
Culture.
The Filipino people?
Yeah, I think that, yeah, absolutely. I think people come here because it's such a cool place to come. They come here because they're so curious, they see the bloggers, they see all this kind of information, and they want to come and check it out. Mm-hmm. But when you get here, it's so much more than what people can explain to you.
Oh, yeah.
And the difference with me in particular is I was so far into the province, I didn't know any Western people. I didn't go hang out with them. Here, when I come here, I go to ground zero. I see Western people constantly every day.
Yeah.
There, none. In a year and a half, none. And I became so immersed in the local culture that a certain amount of that just became me. I mean, you can't be negative where everybody's so positive. You know, you can't be angry where everybody's so happy. So all of that rubbed off on me. So whatever negativity I had way down inside that would come up naturally just doesn't come up naturally anymore.
Yeah, I'm curious. What is your favorite thing? What is your favorite thing about the Filipino culture? If you had to,
well, the favorite thing the favorite thing I get from it is freedom.
yeah,
Absolute freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to keep up with the Joneses. I don't have to do anything because even though I've got average Social Security, because of the cost of living here, I can get on a plane or a boat almost any day of the week. That's on average Social Security income. And I can go anywhere I want to.
what do you say to the Americans or foreigners that they're watching this video right now? They're watching you, and they're hearing what you say, and they're thinking, you know what? I need to plan to go to the Philippines. What do you say to them?
I would say do not listen to the people who are giving you advice who have never been here. If you want advice from people, look at the people that have come here. Because the worst people are the ones, the most obnoxious people are the ones that are going to tell you you're going to get kidnapped. Those are the most, in 2023, there was 20 kidnappings in the Philippines. Yet the morons who have never been here, the never been here experts will tell you, oh, you're going to get kidnapped, blah, 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 blah.
So you're saying this is a safe place?
Yes.
You think it's safer than the U.S.?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
And what do you think about the
let me give you some statistics.
All right.
I did a video.
Okay.
There was 87,550 crimes reported to the Philippine National Police in 2024. Do you know how many there was in America? 11,880,000. Now tell me, and now the Philippines has, let's say, 100,000. It's actually like 115. American has like 340, 345. So if there was 87,000 here, in America there should have been, all things being equal, there should have been, what, 240,000 there?
Yeah.
Not 11 million.
You know what? You know the statistics, and you know way better than me,
Even
man.
if the 11 million went away, there's still 10 times as much crime here as in America.
You know what? Look, and I live here, and I can tell you that I personally, I didn't know those statistics. Thanks you.
Do you know what we get warned about around here? Crime-wise, we get warned about pickpockets.
Yeah, that's right, pickpockets.
I mean, if pickpockets the best you got, bring it.
Yeah.
Ha.
Well,
I'm from San Diego. I spent time around LA and San Francisco. I'm not worried about pickpockets.
Are you worried about the Bloods, the Crips, the Mafia?
There's none here.
I've never seen it.
And you know, even in those kidnappings, it was mostly the Chinese people kidnapping other Chinese.
Yeah.
It's not even, and the Filipino crimes are with other Filipinos. You don't hear Americans, when they get in trouble here, it's usually with other Americans.
You know, man, I can tell that you're so passionate about this stuff. I mean, I could really tell it. And by the way, I agree with you. I do agree with you. So for you're happy in the province.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not where I want to retire.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 70, but when I get old, I'm going to want to be retired somewhere.
Okay.
I'm healthier here today than I was when I got here.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So you're healthier here in the Philippines than
since I've been here.
than when you came from the U.S.
Yes.
And now I got to ask you this. I mean, like I was about to wrap up the interview, but now I got to ask you. No, seriously, man. Like,
That's all right.
no, I mean, like, why? I mean, why are you healthier here?
I was doing a lot of heavy work. I was 67 years old. I was building stone brick walls, kind of like this, and I was out in the sunshine. I was having many strokes, and when I was walking, I kind of dragged my feet. My voice was all kind of shallow and stuff from.
Yeah.
And I had to finish this last job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had 4 days. I did not know if I could finish that job in 4 days without stroking out. And now, I mean, I get here, I go to the public market, everything's fresh.
Yeah.
The chicken I'm having for dinner was running around yesterday. You know?
Yeah.
The eggs are fresh. I mean, pork, whatever you want. It was cut up today. They're still cutting it up when you get there in the morning. It's fresh.
So
it's still warm.
So you like the food here better than in the U.S.?
Well, I never thought too much about organic food, but the food here where I come from, there's farms everywhere, and it's organic. I mean, they just don't spray stuff on it. They don't have to, and they don't think about it. They just grow it, goes to the market. Everything's delivered in the morning. You go through the fish section, you see fish are still flopping around.
Yeah.
How fresh is that? So you're eating fresh food. I'm not eating processed food.
Well, look, Daryl, man, you know, I don't want to be rude. I don't know what you've got planned later. I just cost you your ferry over back, you know, to Bohol. It left about 10 minutes ago. I'll cover your ticket, man. I'll get you another one.
I got one more thing for you.
All right.
About a month ago, I came down with pneumonia.
Okay.
So I go to my doctor. I go in. It's first come, first serve. I get there at 20 to 10. At 10 after 10, I'm walking out. He goes, yeah, you got pneumonia. Go get X-rays. I get a trike. I go up and get X-rays. I'm there. Probably 20 minutes later, I'm walking out with the X-rays, going back to my doctor.
Yeah.
The X-rays cost me $5.30 for the X-rays. $5.30 for the X-ray. That's not a copay. That's 100%. I go back to my doctor. He writes me a prescription. I walk out. It took me an hour and 20 minutes from the time I got there to the time he saw me. I got the X-ray, got back, and got my prescription walking out. An hour and 20 minutes total. My doctor visit and my X-ray was $11.30.
So you're saying that you've got a good experience with the healthcare system here?
$11.30. That's doctor visit, X-ray, and it took me an hour and 15 minutes with no appointment.
Yeah, I mean, like you compare that to the U.S., it's no comparison, right?
None. Well, one of the reasons I brought it up is because that's probably one of the biggest questions I get asked. And I've got, as of yesterday, I had 20,000 subscribers.
20,000. Wow, man, you're really. So, look, man, you gotta let me know the channel again. Let all of the subscribers here, the viewers, let me know what the channel is, and let everybody know what the channel is, and I'll well, hold it up. Hold it up to the camera. What is it? Expensive expat.
Yeah, keep it.
I know you though. I know you. You're right. I've seen you before. So
you can take a picture of that for your video.
Okay. And so look, y'all guys, y'all check him out. Expensive expat. You know.
Pensive means nervous. Like when you're going 100 miles an hour, you got to go right or you got to go left, and it's coming. That's pensive. You got to decide. X means no longer. So I'm no longer nervous since I've been here. That's kind of why it's expensive.
You know, so there's a deeper meaning to your channel name. I just thought it was expensive, kind of divided up. You know, you're a smart guy, man. You're a clever guy. What's your IQ, huh? Because I never would have thought about that. There's a hidden meaning. Did you ever tell that to anybody else that interviewed you? The deeper meaning behind.
I didn't really get into it. I just explained that it's pensive. It's not a monetary thing.
All right. You got a college degree. How smart are you really, Daryl? Huh? Because that's clever right there. I mean, I wouldn't have thought about that. I mean.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So.
Sometimes stuff just comes to me.
Well, you're one of those. I guess you're a type of person that you got a lot of ideas, right? Is your mind always working? You've always got something floating around.
Always, yeah. My mind's like a war zone.
Tell everybody what you got. I don't know, maybe give them a little hint of what's coming up, what they've got to look forward to on your channel.
I talk about how life can be here on average Social Security income.
Yeah.
I talk about my house. I talk about traveling. I just went to Makati. I did 4 videos. I was there 8 days. About one video was nothing but 7 different rental units, so you can see how much the units are, what you get, the shopping centers, the prices of food, so you can see that you can eat restaurants out at to a lot of places, average price of 200 pesos per meal. Mm-hmm. If you ate all your meals out, so you can come up with your own budget. You can see that there's a lot of people that say, well, you have to have $2,500 a month to live in the Philippines. I don't.
Well, look, man, I highly recommend people to go check you out.
Well, tell me that they're from your channel.
Yeah, if y'all go over and watch it, you know, I'm sure that probably a lot of people, y'all let me know in the comments. I think that a lot of y'all have already seen this guy right here, because he's you know, I mean, you know, you've done some big stuff, you know, so I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have seen it. So y'all let me know in the comments if y'all have already seen him, and if you haven't, you know, go over there and check him out, because he actually cares.
If you leave a comment on his channel, I will see it and I will answer you.
Yeah, and not only that, if you type in the promo code, there's no there's no promo code, guys.
No promo code.
I wish there was a promo code.
That'd be
but
nice.
No, if there was a promo code, that would be great. But there's no promo code. But no, seriously, I'm not going to beg. Okay, all right, just check his channel out. Okay, he's a cool guy. He's cool guy. He's doing great stuff. And I just bumped into him, and you know, look, man, it's an honor, it's a pleasure to meet you, to have you on my channel.
If you leave a message or you leave a comment, I promise I will get back to you.
You hear that? He said he'll promise, he'll pinky promise.
I've had way over 10,000 comments, and I get back to every single one of them.
All right, well, look, man, I don't want to keep you no longer, and I appreciate you taking the time. It actually, you know, some stuff popped up that was very interesting, and look, you know, thank you so much for taking the time to share it.
Yeah.
Well, Daryl, man, like I said, it was a pleasure meeting you, having you on the channel. All right, and you take care, buddy.
All right, you too.